What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another brand new installment of Renegades Reviews, exclusively here as always on the Casa D18 Studios channel. I, of course, am your host, the Renegade JJ Williams, and we're almost done with the DCEU, as today we take a look at 2018's Aquaman, starring Jason Momoa, Willem Dafoe, Patrick Wilson, Dolph Lundgren, Yahya Abdul-Mateen II, Tamura Morrison, Nicole Kidman, Randall Park, and the voice of Julie Andrews. What's going on, everybody? Thank you for joining me here once again for another brand new installment of Renegades Reviews. And like I said during the introduction, we're going to keep on pushing through the DCEU. We're almost done. We've just got today and tomorrow left. And today we're going to be taking a look at the man who lives under the sea, Aquaman. Now, our movie opens in Maine in the year 1985, where lighthouse keeper Thomas Curry rescues Atlanta, the queen of the underwater kingdom of Atlantis, during a storm. Over time, they fall in love and end up having a son named Arthur, who has the ability to communicate with sea creatures. When Atlantean soldiers sent by King Orvax arrived to retrieve Atlanta, who had fled her arranged marriage, she defeats the soldiers, but is forced to leave her family in order to protect them from her people. Atlanta promises Thomas that she will return when it is safe to do so, and goes back to Atlantis, entrusting her advisor, Nudus Volko, to train Arthur. Arthur ends up becoming a skilled warrior, but rejects Atlantis upon learning that Atlanta was killed by Orax for loving a human and birthing a half-breed son. We then jump forward to the present day, after the defeat of Steppenwolf, and Arthur confronts pirates hijacking a Russian Akula-class submarine. Their leader is killed in a failed attempt to kill Arthur, and the leader's son, David, vows revenge. The present king of Atlantis, Orm Marius, son of former King Orvac and Arthur's younger half-brother, is able to convince King Nereus of Exable in order to help unite Atlantis and destroy the surface world for polluting the oceans. If Orm can unite all four kingdoms, he will receive the title of Ocean Master, commander of the most powerful force on the planet. Nereus agrees to help after they are attacked by a submarine, and Nereus' daughter, Mera, who is betrothed to Orm, refuses to aid them and requests Arthur's help. Arthur accompanies her back to Atlantis, where Volko urges him to find the Trident of Atlan, a magical artifact of Atlantis' first ruler, in order to reclaim his birthright as the rightful king of Atlantis. They are ambushed by Orm's men, and Arthur is captured. Orm blames Arthur for Atlanta's death and nearly kills him in a duel before Mera rescues him. Arthur and Mera journey to the fallen kingdom of the deserters, which is hidden underneath the Sahara Desert, where the trident was forged, and they unlock a holographic message which leads them to Sicily, Italy, where they retrieve the trident's coordinates. Orm gives David a prototype Atlantean battlesuit in order to kill Arthur, imprisons Volko, and coerces the kingdom of the fishermen to pledge their allegiance to him by killing their king and forcing the queen and princess to accept. It is also revealed that Orm hired David and his father to hijack the Russian submarine to win Nereus' support. An armored David rechristens himself as Black Manta and injures Arthur, but he manages to defeat David. At their destination, Arthur and Mera fend off amphibious monsters of the trench, and a wormhole transports them to an uncharted sea at the center of the earth, where they are reunited with Atlanta, who was sacrificed to the trench for Arthur's illegitimate birth 20 years ago, but had survived and escaped to the uncharted sea and is alive and well. Arthur faces the Carathan, a mythical leviathan and keeper of the trident. Arthur voices his determination to protect both Atlantis and the surface, reclaiming the trident, which grants him control over the seven seas. As Orm leads his army against the kingdom of the brine in order to declare himself the ocean master, Arthur, along with Mera, Carathan, and the trench, lead the army of marine creatures against him. Orm's followers embrace Arthur as the true king upon learning that he wields Atlon's trident. Orm accepts his imprisonment after discovering that Arthur rescued their mother. And our movie ends with Atlanta reuniting with Thomas as promised, while Arthur ascends to the throne. In our mid-credit scene, David is rescued by Dr. Stephen Shin, a marine scientist and conspiracy theorist who is obsessed with Atlantis. David agrees to lead Shin to Atlantis in exchange for Shin's help in extracting his revenge on Arthur, the Aquaman. Okay, I've mentioned this a couple times here recently. Maybe not that recent, though, as the last few movies that I've reviewed, I actually feel flowed nicely and didn't have too much filler. But this one, I feel had filler. This one, I feel, could have been shortened just a smidge, maybe not too much. I think it was about 2 hours and a half, 2 hours and 20 minutes. I'm just saying shave off like 10 to 15 for this one. And I think it would have been a much better flowing story. I loved seeing Willem Dafoe in this. I mean, he will forever be the Green Goblin to me, but to see him on Aquaman's side as a good guy in this, I really enjoyed seeing that. It was definitely against type for him. Nicole Kidman was gorgeous, as always, as Arthur's mother. Tamura Morrison, MVP. I mean, dude is Jango Fett, so he will always have a special place in my heart. But he's also the voice of Moana's father in Disney's Moana. I've got nothing but love for Tamura Morrison, and anytime I see his name pop up, I just smile, because that's Jango Fett. That is the father of quite possibly the greatest bounty hunter ever in the Star Wars universe, Boba Fett. I feel like Jason Momoa really shines and is charismatic here. I do enjoy this movie. I don't feel like Amber Heard was really necessary. I understand the desire to have a love interest, but she really served no real purpose. And to hear that they're upping her screen time in the sequel, why? Cut her character. She's not a big deal. Personal opinion. What do you guys think? Let me know. Leave your thoughts and comments over here if you're watching the premiere, or down here if you're watching on demand. When it comes to my rating of Aquaman, I do enjoy it. Doesn't have the same rewatchability as some of the others in the DCEU for me. I'm going to give it a halfway mark, 3 out of 5 stars. I'm curious again to see what you guys think. How do you feel about Aquaman? How do you feel about this film specifically? How do you feel about as much screen time as Amber Heard had? Is she really relevant to the story? Can we lose her? Let me know. Always up for debate. If you're watching the premiere, leave your comments over here. If you're watching on demand later in the day, leave your comments down here. Of course, when you get out there on social media, let's try to get those hashtags trending. Hashtag Casa D18 Studios, hashtag Renegades Reviews, hashtag Renegade Returns, and of course, the ever popular hashtag Shenanigans. We interrupt this episode of Renegades Reviews for an important announcement about
merchandising.
Merchandising? What's that?
Merchandising. Come, I'll show you. Merchandising, where the real money's made.
Make sure you go over to teespring.com/stores/Jeff Meacham Network for all the t-shirts you see here from the West Coast professor, Jeff Meacham himself. You can get shirts for the Jeff Meacham Network, Talk Wrestling, as well as the red and gold Meachamania shirts. And while you're there, don't forget to get your shirts of the Casa D18 Studios Brotherhood, the Dads on Wrestling shirt, the Renegade JJ Williams, Statboy Sports Bar, and the hashtag Statboy Approved shirt. Make sure you go over to teespring.com/stores/Jeff Meacham Network and score your shirts today. Make sure you guys tune in tomorrow, right back here on the Casa D18 Studios channel for another brand new installment of Renegades Reviews when we close out DC month and we take a look at Shazam, starring Asher Angel, Zachary Levy, Mark Strong, Jack Dylan Grazer, Digimon Ansu, Faith Herman, Grace Fulton, and John Glover. You're not going to want to miss out tomorrow. Right back here on the Casa D18 Studios channel. Right back here on an all-new Renegade Reviews when we take a look at Shazam and close out DC month. To all my loyal fans and viewers out there tuning in for the premiere, leaving your thoughts and comments over here, thank you very much. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. Likewise, all my loyal fans and viewers tuning in a little bit later in the day, watching on demand, leaving your thoughts and comments down here. Thank you very much. I appreciate each and every one of you. I appreciate all my loyal fans and viewers out there that tune in on a regular basis. Show me that love. Show me that support. Trying to help me get my views up so I can eventually get monetized here and make a couple bucks out of this endeavor. Thank you for tuning in and joining me today, and I will see you guys next time.